I'm going to do something I should have done a while ago, but didn't know exactly what to say. So, if you have played D1, you would eventually have done Wrath Machine. Wrath Machine was filled with Siva, a pretty much, Siva was more like a, how can you say, it was self-aware, pretty much. Siva is nanonites. Nanonites that is able to transform organic material or environment into Siva-like structure. That's how Dever splicers were able to get power of Siva. So the main reason why Siva is not in the game, because technically Siva is dead. Back in Destiny 1, there is the final mission, not including the extra missions to get the Galahorn of 390 version. The actual history of Siva. The final mission is all about you infiltrating the Siva home. When you arrive, you will see two giant ass guardians just sitting wrapped around in Siva tentacles or roots. You go up to the computer, you press activate. The knights shoots up and they drop down with massive guardian civilized body. You grab a flaming axe. Your job is to kill those guardians. There's two of them. You fight one at a time, or you can fight two at a time, depending if you want challenge. I usually do both, so I can kill them both at the same time, relatively quick. Once you have killed the guardian civilized Siva, or civilized guardians, you go back to the computer and it says detonate. You go ahead and confirm as the entire building becomes unstable and is ready to explode. You're racing against time and you have to escape while Siva exploding and trying to kill you. Once you make it outside the door, a massive explosion hits and seals the door forever. Now, there is a chance if we can go back to that door and find a way to open it, there is a chance the Siva can live. Or right now, it could be dormant. It's the main reason why Ash and Iron didn't have Siva. It's not in the location where the home of the Siva is, where Saladin lost his friends. We go back into that building to kill the guardians that are civilized. Well, civilized. We kill them, we explode the buildings, we escape. But at the same time, as that building exploded, it sealed the door. Now, Mara is trying to find Siva for her Guardian Age, well, Golden Age. Or we can call it the Dark Age, because she's going to kill everyone. Now, as of right now, Siva is dormant or dead, as it's not in the area as it's locked in within a building. It's not able to escape. It's not able to prosper. It's not able to organically grow. That's why when you go into the reclaim maps, you'll see the roots dead. Because the siva is not able to get into those roots and spread, as the door is sealed. So in the future DLCs, there is a possibility siva can return. If we end up going to that same location and Myra's unlocks that door, siva will be released. But as of right now, it's dormant. That's why they couldn't bring siva back, because it would make no sense. It will make the whole point of that mission absolutely useless. It's another reason why Wrath Machine hasn't came in yet. Wrath Machine requires a lot of work since the engine has been upgraded. They're going to have to re-graphicalize the siva splicers, devil splicers. They're going to have to re-mechanic Wrath Machine. But also, at the same time, the old-fashioned Wrath Machine, the feeling, the nostalgia, the aura, the looks of it, the difficulty of it will all be altered. It wouldn't feel the same. That's another reason why Bungie's hesitating to even make it. Because it wouldn't feel the same. The main concern is if they make siva Wrath Machine into Destiny 2, and it's not the same nostalgia as you feel in D1. They're afraid that people are going to hate that raid, and it'll be a pointless raid that they just brought back. That's the main reason why Wrath Machine has yet to appear in D2. It's not just the time consuming. It's also the community's opinion, depending how much it has to be changed for it to run in the new engine. Because in D1 and D2 engines are two different engines. That's why in D1, if you try to play D1, your eyes hurt like fucking hell. It's because the graphics were not good. Especially the fact that many years that you played Destiny 2, your eyes are adjusted to the new graphics. And since your eyes are adjusted to the new graphics, and you go to Destiny 1, your eyes are going to strain a lot. Even my eyes strain a lot. I've always been a fan of Destiny since they first came out. It's basically Halo mixed with Call of Duty. Two of the best games I love. Now, the problem with Wrath Machine, it's also not just the graphics change and the mechanic change. It's also the budget they had to put into it as well. They're a multi-billionaire company, but at the same time, it's going to cost a lot of money to rebuild one of the best raids to ever exist in Destiny history. And if they change the mechanics and change how it looks, you're not going to have that nostalgia that you had in D1. The nostalgia that you enjoyed Wrath Machine, that you loved it so much. Siva is a nanonite. Nanonites are self-aware. They're more likely are dormant as of right now. That's why Mara has not successfully acquired siva yet. Because it could still be hidden in that bunker that we exploded back in D1 in the final mission during the Plaguelands. I will be downloading Destiny 1 so you guys can see exactly what happened through the story mode, through the actual story, how siva got stuck in that bunker, and I'll go throughout the entire Wrath Machine. So you guys can experience what siva is, And if you have not played D1 but you still want Siva because you liked how it looked, especially if you have Necrochasm, like I do, this is Siva. Nano Knights that are self-aware, that's able to transform environment and organisms into civilized organisms. That's why they're called Devil Splicers. The fallen and dregs, vandals, captains that wanted to use Siva as a weapon. But they got corrupted and the Siva took over the body. Because Siva cannot be controlled. It can be contained, but cannot be controlled.
Everything depends on the Vanguard. Everything depends on the Vanguard.
Not even Outbreak has any information on Siva. Maybe the new... She's overplayed her hand in Kepler, and her echo isn't enough anymore. She needs more paracausal energy that should interest in Praxis. This represents that she needs Siva to make her plans successful, to build the new Golden Age. But in her reality of the Golden Age is where the humanity ends. Originally, Myra was a robot, or as you could say, like Banshee. All this has to do with Siva in the Golden Age. That's why it's Edge of Fate, because our fate is being tested by Myra. We are going to have to fight pins and needles to prevent her from awakening Siva. If Siva is awakened, humanity can end. It's not just Myra's ambitions. It's also the instability of Siva. Siva cannot be controlled. And I don't think Myra even understands that. As she has the power of time and space, technically. But as of right now, Siva is dormant, or as of right now, dead. And it can't be revived unless you go into the bunker where we sealed the Siva. Sorry about the background, neighbors are mowing the lawn. So, unless she finds that bunker hidden deep in the Plaguelands, then there's no way of Siva resurfacing. There's another reason why Bungie didn't add Siva in. Because it could either be dead or dormant, and if they brought it back, there would be no physically way of changing the story and say, oh, Siva's back, even though we killed it in D1. And not having any explanation how Siva escaped that bunker or survived the detonation. Back in Destiny 1, you would see Saladin and his friend. I already forgot her name. But they're the last two Iron Lords. In the last-ditch effort to keep Siva from escaping, she self-detonated herself and sealed the door forever. All Saladin had was the helmet of his friend, as he places into the tomb in the Iron Temple. And that's how we get I think it's Iron Wolf. Yeah, I think it's Iron Wolf, the sword, the exotic sword. That's another reason why Saladin was not in Reclaim. He's no longer an Iron Lord. He works for Kaido. He has an Iron Banner. He doesn't want to relive the pain and suffer that he had to endure watching his friends die. Watch the last Iron Lords die. It's another main reason why he didn't have any dialogue. That's just a theory, but it makes most sense. Considering the fact that he had to watch his friends die in a horrific way, self-sacrificing to keep Siva sealed. So the main reason why Siva is not here is it's either they survived the explosion in the bunker and they're sealed up, or they lay dormant or even possibly dead. Those are the three possibilities: dormant, dead, or sealed up. And if we want to find the Siva, we're going to have to go back to that bunker again. But as of right now, the last time we've seen Siva was when that door shut as the explosion happened. As we escaped the detonation after we killed the civilized guardians. Technically, they weren't even guardians, they were Iron Lords. The two people that was hung by Siva roots were actually Lord Saladin's teammates. His fire team. And they civilized. And we had to kill him with a flaming axe. That's another reason why we had to detonate the bunker. It was the only way to seal the Siva forever or kill it. Exactly. There are humans fighting without the power of the light. Just like, for example, Hawthorne. In Red War, she was our eyes and ears. She was sniping enemies as a human being. She had no second chances. If she dies for good. But yet she risked her life to help us get our light back. That's the exact same way of Lord Saladin and his fire team. I already forgot her name, but the female lady that self-sacrificed in the bunker, she can't be resurrected. She didn't have a ghost. She wasn't bound by the light. She didn't have a ghost. She didn't have second chances. It's either she dies forever, or she tries her best to survive. There's plenty of humans out there that are the exact same as Hawthorne and Lord Saladin. Even Zavala's son. Hakim. He tried to fight the Fallen as well, and died. His wife was killed as well. And at the time, he wanted the ghost to leave him so he can die peacefully and be reunited to his family. But he gave up on that option and kept the ghost with him, which was Tarj, and Tarj is no longer alive considering the witness destroyed him. So Zavala, his only power is stasis, as of right now. But Zavala gets killed, there is no resurrection. Once your ghost dies, there is no second chances. You don't get a second ghost. But in the lore, according to the lore, Osiris has another ghost.
Oh, he's got a temper. I've seen it when he thinks it's in private.
But on the other hand, as much as I want Steven to return, I want to see what the DLC can do. See where it takes us, see Mara's plan, see if the Siva dormant is unlocked by Mara, and see what she does with it. And at that possibility, there might be a chance that Bungie brings back Wrath Machine on a later DLC. Because the whole plan of Mara is to unlock Siva. But she's having a difficult time to locating it because the dormant was stuck in that bunker. And no one knows the location of the bunker, so that's another reason why she didn't succeed in Edge of Fate. Or Ashen Iron. That's why you don't see civilized roots. It's because they're dormant, or they're sealed up. Or they're possibly dead from the explosion that sealed the bunker. Probably either Friday night or Saturday I'll be playing Destiny 1 so you guys can see exactly what happened if you have not played D1. So you understand why Siva has not come back yet. Because we physically do not know if they're permanently dead, dormant, or just sealed up. And if Bungie just brings back Siva without explanation, even though we killed or sealed away Siva, it will be a whole pointless part of the story that's left unexplained. Now, Cade, his resurrection was understandable. All life, all guardians who die is rebuilt into the traveler. Just like when he says his last thing, is what comes from the light returns to the light. And Sagira knows as well as Sundance. Even Sundance tells Cade that. That's why he was alive and found a shape. What comes to the light returns to the light. It's just like Guardians. If our Guardian dies, we get imbued into the Traveler. It's basically Guardian's heaven. All the memories you had, all the environments you visited, is all in the Traveler. That's why you see the old abandoned tower that was destroyed by Dominus Goal in the Traveler. Because it copied the same environment that we were used to. It gave life and also gave death. But in return to death, it gave life again. Devotion, bravery, sacrifice.
I don't have time to watch the news anymore with the fleet and everything.
That's why Cade was alive. He didn't have his light, but he was alive because it was technically Guardian's heaven. That was the only reason why Cade returned. And to restore our ghost after killing the witness, because we used our ghost light to kill the witness. We used all of our light just to kill the witness. And that's why the ghost cracked and died. In return, Cade sacrificed himself and gave up his own light, imbued it into our ghost, so our ghost is back. Our light is back, so we can continue to protect.
Last night in the tower.
That's the whole story of the final shape. That's why Cade returned. Because we don't know any other Guardians that died besides what we know of Eris's fire team, or Kabur, which is the first fire team in Vault of Glass. We don't know them. We don't know where they existed. We don't know where they went. We don't even know where they are. They could be dead. They could be alternate timeline from the Vex. So much things could have happened. Even though we found Kabur's helmet. So there is a possibility that in the future, just because Ash and I did not return Siva, does not mean that Bungie will not return it in the future. The only reason Reclaim even was here, because it was literally the lands of Plague Lands without Siva corrupting it. As Siva is dormant or trapped in that bunker. That's why you don't see no Siva nodes, Siva roots, or anything. Because all of it was trapped in that bunker. And the Devil Splicers, the last of them, died because they lost Siva. Siva couldn't survive, so they pretty much died off and killed the Devil Splicers. It's like saying you step on the root of a flower and it wilts. You prevented it from getting nutrients and water that it needed. It's the same thing with Siva. You suffocate it. Take away the nutrients. It dies. And since Siva was sealed up in a bunker, Siva had no way to nutrient themselves and prosper. So they died off, and that's why Devil Splicer's bodies was seen during the Reclaim.
We need a centralized city government, now more than ever.
So that's why Wrath Machine has not returned. It's not just graphics. It's also the mechanics that has to be changed for it to actually work in a new engine. Because it wasn't Tiger engine in D1. It was a completely different engine in D1. I just can't remember what engine it was. That's why the graphics back then was so blatant weird and wasn't good graphics. But when you hop into Destiny 2, the graphics blow up in your face. High resolution, high quality. That's the new engine. It's the same reason why Scourge of the Past has not returned either. It's because they physically have to remake the entire raid. So the graphics can work perfectly and the mechanics can be changed as well to make it up for the mechanic wise. Because if you release Scorch of the Past, it's super fucking easy. That raid was extremely fucking easy. And if you bring it back just the way it was, it has no difficulty, no love, nothing. It'll just say, oh, here's your raid. Have it. Well, even if it was on Tiger Engine has been majorly upgraded since 2014 to 2016. And then once Destiny 2 hit, roughly between Warmind and Shadowkeep, I think it was Shadowkeep, is when the graphics were starting to be upgraded internally again in Destiny 2. Once Beyond Light happened, it pretty much upgraded fully to where majority of the old content cannot resolute the new graphics that's coming up. It will be crashing the new and old systems. It will cause crashes on PCs. It will cause crashes everywhere. It wouldn't be stabilized as it would not be at the graphics and resolution and frames per second it was now. There's another reason why vaulting had to be. As much as I miss the DLCs, vaulting had to be. As Destiny was being more worked on, upgraded graphics, the old DLCs and content could not withstand that graphics and that level of space. Now in D2 on PS4 and Xbox One, the original, the first version, it would be roughly about 800 gigabytes, at least. That's why it was required to vault the old content so the new consoles and higher PCs can handle the space. That's why it had been vaulted. Bungie is slowly adding them back in, like weapons and stuff, but they have to do it at their own pace. Because if everything's added all at once, it can cause the game to massively crash repeatedly, and the server won't even be able to work. So they have to slowly add stuff in instead of releasing everything all at once. So the gigabytes don't raise as much, people have space to download other games, and they don't have to delete Destiny just to play another game. Because what people don't understand, consoles rule Destiny. We are the #1 competitors for Destiny. PCs and Stadia is the second. That's why you see more console players than you do with PC players. That's why Bungie had to vault things, because the majority of the players was console. And the old consoles could not handle the old raids being upgraded and have frame rates more faster and stronger. It could not handle it, and it would have took 99% of your space out of your system's memory. That's why vaulting was required. As much as it hurts Bungie to do it, they had no choice. And yes, I know you guys are upset about it, but it had to happen. So that is my theory of Wrath Machine and Siva.
First combat run?
Go ahead and comment down below. What's your thoughts of what Siva's doing right now? Is it dormant? Is it dead? Is it sealed up in the bunker? Let me know. Because this is my theory.
How did you not watch
And I honestly believe this is actually 100% true. Because if Bungie brought it back without any explanation after we destroyed the bunker, then the story would just be, oh, you brought this back but no explanations, and there's no understanding why Steve is back. I'll see you guys later, and I hope this helps you understand a little bit about Siva. A little bit about Destiny 1 if you didn't play Destiny 1.
getting conflicting reports?
It'll also help you learn what Siva is, what they do, and why it's not here in the Iron and Rise of Ash and Iron. I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Until next time.